small fraction of what's there. So as you can tell, the chickens are living it. There's obviously a lot of seed that didn't get ate because the squirrels and chipmunks are very, very wasteful. But it's going to work out for the chickens. I'm going to transfer a bunch of this over here, let them pick out all the stuff that's in here. And then all of this, because there's way too much stuff in here, it's getting up against the rat wall, will be transferred up to the front yard where the garden will be and has been. That just this year I'm not doing it because I don't have time. So all that nutrients will go to the garden, and then I'll probably do that for a year or two, and then after that the garden's excess stuff here, I probably have too much of it, and I'll start bagging it up and taking it up to the island and start putting raised beds up there. There's really not a lot of functional soil up there, which is ironic because there's not a lot of functional soil up here, or down here I should say. Our yard, really, if you start digging it up, it's only about like that much actual soil, and then after that it gets down to sand and gravel, which is great for drainage but not very good for any kind of nutrient density or anything. So that's what these girls are going to help out with, between their chicken poops being full of all sorts of nitrogen and other nutrients and whatnot. Wood chips, as they break down, also have a lot more slow release nitrogen, if I can speak, so that'll do magical things over time. But yeah, these girls are happy. Not like I don't have another thing I could be working on. Like, how did that happen? How? Just realized my roof has been compromised, and the back wall and everything else. Well, let's get to that. There-ish. Yeah, see, I got that belly. That's just gonna get more weight. Whoever designed these things, there's a lot of nooks and crannies. I know they're for horses and they don't really care all that much about a little algae. I'll let this dry for a minute. I got it all sprayed down with rubbing alcohol, so it should evaporate pretty quickly. And then I'm going to put it back on the stand, which I've been debating about trying to find some cinder blocks to get it taller, but I don't know if I have enough available right now, and I really don't want to go to the store. So I guess we'll be at the same height, and we'll just have to live with the same water pressure. Yeah, that's almost it. So we'll get it about quarter-ish filled with some water. It'll already have some chlorine in it because that's the way the city works. And then we'll cover it up, and then we're good for the summer. Sure. I haven't slept well the past few days, so my energy level's a little low. Not my fault. I'm a really pain in the ass cat. Yip-a-doo, yip-a-doo. And I feel a little guilty about being kind of miffed about this because our cat's like 16-ish years old and obviously has something wrong with him where he is very picky about what kind of food he eats, and it has to be like super wet or he won't eat it, so I have to feed him multiple times throughout the night, and it's making Dan a bit of a cranky boy. Now back to the task at hand. I figured out last year to put a screen over top of this little water hopper would obviously keep the stuff out of it so I wouldn't have to skim it. But it worked out even better because this is like a sunblock style screen, and between this being blacked out and everything else, no bacteria really grows in here, so the water never really got gross. Before, I'd have to add bleach every so often, depending on the temperature and how much water exchange we'd have from rain, every so often throughout the summer, and I really don't like using bleach. I was really hoping it would cut like that. So I got lucky. A weird tail. Oh yeah, Bobby. So yeah, what I got going on in there with the 3 little pop bottles, or soda bottles, depending where we are in the world, is last time I had that fun noodle float thing that's now in the trash can because it was getting waterlogged with grossness. So I just need something to float to keep the water when it gets really high from touching this screen. Is if it has any water above the screen line, mosquitoes will lay their eggs and stuff, and then it gets all gross. You don't want that. So once it gets a little bit past the nozzle, like that little bumpy area in there, I usually kind of stop, and that's enough to start the season. And yeah, I got eggs in the way, so now it's eggy water. I'm not too concerned once again it's not real potable water. Hey Bob, you want a peanut? Did you find a peanut, Bob? Stay there for a minute. So yeah, give me an idea how big that is. I'm gonna get a quick photo for Facebookage. And here's the photo I took and that I put on Facebook. And here's the photo that Marie took that you could see in the photo that I took and put on Facebook. And here's another photo that Marie took. And that I actually put both of those also on Facebook. And the weather vane is probably about, I don't know, 30 plus feet in the air with a tractor on top of the plow. I think it's massive. Tractorhenge. I was actually looking up about the town of Hardluck because I knew there was a ghost town that were near a long time ago me and Justin couldn't find. And I found a weird log thing or whatever, and they mentioned this. That's it's a farm hall on its nose. And a spring coming out of a lower spot. That's kind of unique. I don't know what that tells you. And if you have any kind of curiosity on how to get to Tractorhenge, because it's really kind of hard to find anything about it. I was amazed I stumbled upon it. Here's the crossroads. It's really the best way to find it. And you really can't miss it. And what's really kind of interesting is when you look up Google on Street View, you can see this one tractor on the corner. And trust me, you won't drive past this place. You can't miss it. And here I'm posing as a mannequin next to this tractor. About Tractorhenge. It's kind of interesting. I've turned this into like a little sled or something. I don't know what it was originally for. Yeah, it's got a whole chain mechanism to pull things in or launch things out. Yeah, probably for baling perhaps. So yeah, if you can't tell by now, I don't know anything about tractor equipment or anything like that. But if you have some knowledge about this stuff and you'd like to share it with the others watching this and have curiosity, drop some comments down below what any of this stuff is. Or this dude just augmented things to create other weirdness. I have no idea. And even though there's a lot of cool stuff going on at this place, oddly, this was my favorite thing. This is a really old fork truck lifting up this really old, I believe, John Deere tractor. There's some green coming through. I think it's a John Deere. But everything else has turned to this lovely rust color. Left the key in it. It's got a battery. Will she fire up? Everybody's going for it. And what's even more interesting is it kind of seems like Marie too is also kind of falling in love with this goofy little fork truck setup here. And it also gave us a chance to catch this awesome photo. And that's pretty much all that the Tractorhenge has to offer you. But looking around, you can see that this person may have some further aspirations for more installations, because there's a lot of farm equipment still laying around that's pretty interesting. And I do believe that the person's workshop is right about there-ish. Those two ginormous, like, pole barns, I suppose. You can't see it, but there's actually like another piece of equipment in the apex of the one building. It's like one of her, But anyways, that's going to have to wrap it up this week. If you're new to the channel, I put out a weekly episode of kind of just my weekly happenings. So each episode will be a little different, but if you like the way I tell my story and the way I kind of cut it together, please do like and subscribe. I try to put out a new video every Tuesday. I guess take care till then. Bye.